Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for March 27. Government is moving to attract new entrants to the mobile telecommunications market this year. Science and Technology Minister Philip Paulwell announced in Parliament Tuesday that 2 new licenses would be auctioned for the use of the 700 MHz band. Minister Paulwell said government hoped to issue the licenses by July 15, adding that while they would be open to current mobile providers, it's hoped that at least one would be taken up by a new investor.
The 700 MHz band, which is considered to be low band spectrum, tends to be more penetrative and propagates further, meaning that the signal goes through walls more easily, giving better coverage inside buildings, and requires fewer towers. Mr. Speaker, we believe that the attractiveness of the 700 MHz band will bring investors in a new telecoms entity to our shores.
He said government would start pre-auction activities in early April. An information memorandum will be advertised internationally and posted on the websites of the Science and Technology Ministry and Spectrum Management Authority. Each license will be valid for 15 years. Meanwhile, the Telecommunications Minister also had good news for cell phone customers, announcing that government intends to implement number portability this calendar year. This would allow persons to keep their telephone numbers even when they change service provider. Minister Paulwell told the House of Representatives this week that the work to form the basis of number portability rules was far advanced.
We have concluded the public consultations, and Cabinet has recently approved the issuing of drafting instructions for the porting regulations. All 3 major telecom providers, Digicel, Lime and Flow, are in support of its implementation and in fact have been actively working with the ministry.
And Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller says government is determined to make sure that opportunities created from ICT and telecommunications benefit all Jamaicans. The Prime Minister argued recently that liberalization of the ICT and telecommunications industry had assisted Jamaica in making significant strides. She pointed out that the country was now positioned as an active participant in the global economy and information society.
My administration recognizes, ladies and gentlemen, that ICT is a driving force and a great tool for promoting social and economic development, combating poverty, and facilitating the integration of developing countries into the global economy. The government, through the Universal Service Fund and its predecessor, the Universal Access Fund Company Limited, is in the process of rolling out an island-wide broadband network in an effort to provide universal access.
Mrs. Simpson-Miller was speaking at the official opening of Digicel's regional headquarters in downtown Kingston recently. She said Digicel's entry into the market proved that the liberalization of the telecoms industry in 2001 was the right move. Government's thrust to partner with the private sector on development issues has taken root in the Ministry of Transport, Works and Housing. The latest joint venture has the ministry partnering with LASCO Distributors Limited to carry out river training on the Rio Cobra River in the vicinity of the LASCO offices in White Marl, St. Catherine. Government is spending $70 million towards the completion of the $150 million project, which is expected to reclaim over 5 acres of land lost to the river.
We want to see more people employed, and I think this is a way that we can join together. And if other private sector people have ideas that we can work together, we are willing to listen and work along with them to do these projects.
The work is expected to be completed before the start of the hurricane season. And finally, the Health Ministry is working with the Pan-American Health Organization, PAHO, on a number of measures to improve eye care services for Jamaicans. Portfolio Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson made the announcement recently as he addressed the Ophthalmological Society of Jamaica's 3rd Scientific Symposium in Kingston.
We are currently collaborating with PAHO for the development of a tele-ophthalmology program targeting diabetic eye disease, reduction of child blindness due to retinopathy and of prematurity, and visual impairment from refractive error. Improve functional capacity of persons who are severely visually impaired or blind.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.